Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. The Bold and the Beautiful B&B. Spoilers tease that Hope Logan and Carter Walton are the new Bonnie and Clyde in LA, pulling unbelievable heists and gloating about their success. Before the bubble bursts, we see all kinds of fireworks between these two. Has Hope really figured out all of the complications that come with taking up with the hasty lawyer, both professionally and personally? For starters, where are she and Beth going to live now that she's a persona non grata in the Forrester world? Hope lives in a cabin on Brooke Logan's, Catherine Kelly Lang, property, but her mom is not a fan of her at this moment. She is the one who ratted out Hope to Ridge Forrester. It's clear that characters are going to have to start taking sides, and Brooke has shown her allegiance to Ridge over the LLC takeover scheme. Hope herself could decide she needs to get from under her mom's purview. After all, it was there that Brooke overheard semi-clothed Harder talk about taking down Ridge. Where would Hope and Beth Spencer, Jordan Gracie, go since she's never seemed to have a place of her own? It would be easy for her to follow her trend and move in with someone else, Carter, and his six-pack. Carter has fallen head over heels for his current lady, so it seems logical that they would want to spend every minute of every day together. They could work together, live together, and maybe go to jail together. Beth likes Carter, and she's too young to cause many problems romance-wise. But there is one person who could protest, and that's Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton. Liam won't like the LLC takeover plot and could object to his daughter moving in with shady Carter. Although he is a waffler, his moral compass regarding his daughter is never wavering. Tell us B&B fans, do you want to see Carter and Hope find everlasting happiness? Or have they gone completely bonkers with the takeover scheme? Be sure to catch up on everything happening with B&B right now. Hope Logan sighed deeply as she gazed out of the window of Carter Walton's spacious loft. The city lights twinkled like scattered diamonds in the distance, but they did little to ease the turmoil in her heart. Beside her, little Beth played with a set of colorful blocks Carter had thoughtfully laid out. The attorney-turned-confident had always been a steady presence, and tonight was no different. "Thank you for letting us stay here," Hope said softly, her voice tinged with exhaustion. She turned toward Carter, who was placing fresh linens on the sofa. "Of course, Hope," Carter replied, his tone as warm as ever. "You and Beth are family, and family takes care of each other." Hope managed a weak smile. The past few weeks had been a whirlwind. Liam's accusations, his growing closeness to Steffi, and now whispers of a custody battle over Beth. Her world felt like it was unraveling. Seeking refuge with Carter wasn't a decision she'd made lightly, but his support had been unwavering. "Mommy, look." Beth's cheerful voice broke through Hope's thoughts. The little girl held up a wobbly tower of blocks, her face beaming with pride. "That's amazing, sweetheart," Hope said, crouching to kiss Beth's cheek. Her daughter's innocence was a stark contrast to the storm brewing around them. Carter joined them, crouching beside Beth. "You're quite the architect," he said, his grin genuine. Beth giggled, basking in the attention. But as the warmth of the moment settled, Carter's expression turned serious. "Have you spoken to your lawyer about the custody situation?" he asked. Hope nodded, her smile fading. "They think Liam doesn't have a strong case, but you know how persuasive he can be when he wants something. And with Steffi backing him up." Carter placed a reassuring hand on her shoulder. "You're a great mother, Hope. Any judge will see that. And you have a whole community of people ready to stand by you." Before Hope could respond, a knock at the door interrupted them. Her heart leaped in her chest. "Who could that be?" she whispered, exchanging a wary glance with Carter. "I'll check," Carter said, his calm demeanor a stark contrast to Hope's anxiety. He walked to the door and opened it to reveal Brooke Logan, Hope's mother, standing in the hallway. "Mom!" Hope exclaimed, relief washing over her. Brooke stepped inside, her eyes scanning the loft. "Hope, I was worried when I didn't hear from you. Liam's been calling me, demanding to know where you are." "I needed space," Hope explained, "and I couldn't deal with Liam's accusations right now." Brooke's eyes softened. "I understand, sweetheart, but running away might give him ammunition in court." Carter interjected, his voice steady. Hope isn't running away. She's protecting herself and Beth from unnecessary stress. This is her safe space. Brooke nodded, her expression conflicted. I just want to make sure Liam doesn't use this situation against her. You know how these things can get. I know, Hope said quietly. But I won't let him take Beth from me. Across town, Liam Spencer paced the length of his living room, his frustration evident. Steffi sat on the couch, watching him with a mix of concern and caution. You can't just demand custody out of nowhere, Steffi said. This isn't like you, Liam. Liam stopped mid-stride, his expression stormy. Hope's been acting so erratic. First, she distances herself from me, and now she's staying at Carter's loft with Beth? What kind of environment is that for our daughter? Steffi raised an eyebrow. Carter's a good man, and you know it. This isn't about Beth's safety. It's about you feeling left out. Liam's shoulders slumped. Maybe it is, but I can't just stand by while Hope pulls Beth further and further away from me. Steffi stood, placing a hand on his arm. You need to think this through. A custody battle will only hurt Beth. Talk to Hope. Try to find common ground. I tried, Liam said bitterly. She won't listen. Then make her listen, Steffi urged. But do it for Beth, not out of spite. Back at Carter's loft, Hope sat on the sofa, watching Beth drift off to sleep in her makeshift bed. The peaceful rise and fall of her daughter's chest was a balm to her frayed nerves. Carter joined her, 2 mugs of tea in hand. You look like you could use this, he said, handing her one. Thanks, Hope murmured, cradling the mug. I feel like my life is spinning out of control. Carter took a seat beside her. You're stronger than you think, Hope. And you're not alone in this. We'll get through it together. The sincerity in his voice brought tears to Hope's eyes. You've always been there for me, Carter. I don't know how I'll ever repay you. You don't have to, Carter said simply. That's what friends are for. Before Hope could respond, her phone buzzed on the coffee table. She hesitated before picking it up, dreading the name she knew would be on the screen. Liam. She glanced at Carter, who nodded encouragingly. Taking a deep breath, she answered. Liam. Hope. Liam's voice was tense. We need to talk. This situation with Beth. It's not healthy. I'm coming over. Hope's stomach twisted. Liam, this isn't the time or place. Then when, Hope? When will it be convenient for you? Liam shot back. I'm her father, and I deserve to be involved. Carter leaned closer, his voice low. You don't have to let him in, Hope. This is your space. But Hope knew Liam well enough to understand that ignoring him would only escalate things. Fine, she said into the phone. But come alone, and don't make a scene. See you soon, Liam replied before hanging up. As Hope set the phone down, she turned to Carter, her expression resolute. This ends tonight. I'm tired of living in fear of what Liam might do. Carter nodded, admiration flickering in his eyes. You've got this, Hope, and I'll be right here if you need backup. Minutes later, a knock at the door signaled Liam's arrival. Hope steeled herself as Carter opened the door, revealing Liam's tense figure. Liam, Carter greeted, his tone neutral. Come in. Liam stepped inside, his gaze immediately finding Hope. We need to talk, he said, his voice firm but not unkind. Hope stood, meeting his gaze head-on. Yes, we do. But this time, you're going to listen. As the night unfolded, tensions rose and emotions spilled over. But through it all, Hope stood her ground, determined to protect her daughter and reclaim her life. With Carter's unwavering support, she began to see a glimmer of hope for the future, a future where she and Beth could finally find peace. This drama-filled narrative captures the emotional stakes of a custody battle, Hope's inner strength, and Carter's steadfast support. Let me know if you'd like to explore any particular aspect further.